All right, everyone, we're in the warehouse still, but we're gonna go a little bit into production. Production is a huge topic, very complicated. You can spend hours and hours and hours or days talking about it, weeks probably. But we're gonna just do the warehouse part, and we're gonna do it very moderately. So what we're doing today is we have a production order, and that one, has an output item, but also components. Now, components are multiple of those. Components are the ingredients of what we're going to consume in order to make the item that the production order does. So, with the warehouse part, we actually have to move items into a bin called production in, which we named. We set that up. And once you have the item in there, and if it's a component of the production order, you can actually consume the item. And basically the consumption is a warehouse operation. You want to use a scanner, you scan the particular component, and it goes out of your inventory, it goes out of the bin content, and is actually consumed onto the production order. So it becomes cost on the production order, but it's no longer in inventory. So let's see how that is affected in the warehouse. Let's go ahead and consume some product in the warehouse onto a production order. So I have released production orders here. I've created one which is for Bee's Kitchen Meat Soup, which is a specialty of our demo company. If I go into that one and just get into the components, we can see that we have the lamb shank here as a component that's required. We actually need about 1,000 pounds of the lamb shank. And I have consumed one just to test, so we are left to consume 999. Now, this is of course created in the New York warehouse, and the output is going to come into production out, but the input has to be in production in or prod in. So you can see that if you go into components and you take a look at the bin count here on the component, it's requiring that you have the components that you're going to consume in the prod in bin. So it's important to get the product there. So let's go ahead and take a look at the bin contents. So in product in, right here, we have 1,000 pounds already. So I moved some of the product into, or almost 1,999, into the prod in using the movement feature. So if we're gonna do a manual consumption, I can just go into consumption journals right here and pick the order. I can then just go ahead and say I want to consume, let's say 100 pounds. Oops, I first have to obviously pick the item. 1105, which is the lamb shank, and then 100 pounds, and then I have to pick the lot number, obviously, because everything is lot tracked. So I'll pick the lot 11, and that should do it. Now I should be able to just go ahead and post. I'll go right here, hit post the journal line, yes, successfully posted. And since we're mostly interested in the warehouse part of this, obviously there's a ton of stuff that happens on the production order when I consume, but this is about warehouse, so I want to see what happened here. And prod in, we see that now the quantity went down to 899 and it's been consumed. So it went out of the warehouse. It's no longer in the warehouse. It's consumed onto the production order. So it basically has been taken out of the warehouse bin. Now let's go ahead and do this also with our app. So I can just go into consume here, and I'm gonna bring up the production order as a reference. So here we would scan the production order. It'll look up basically what is to be consumed. And if I go all the way back here, I can see that I have consumed 101 pounds out of 1,000. So we're gonna go ahead and consume this particular lamb shank. And I have to scan the lot number, but since I can't remember it, I'm gonna go ahead and look it up here. It's lot number 11. We are going to scan, let's say 300 pounds, and then we post. So now we can go ahead and take a look at, we have posted 401 total. And if I go into the bin contents and refresh that, we can see now that we're down to 599 in bin contents. And so we have consumed 401 out of the 1,000.